Hey, welcome back. Just a few little puffy clouds at our Sky 9 camera overlooking the Children's Hospital. Otherwise, we have blue skies. But I'll tell you what, it feels different this afternoon into the mid-70s at the Baton Rouge Metro Airport. Already into, oh, it was 76, just changed to 75 in Gonzales, 73 in Hammond. Still into the upper 60s, though, in southern Mississippi in Macomb. Big difference. This time yesterday, we're already running 19 degrees warmer here in Baton Rouge, Gonzales 20 degrees warmer in Homa, as well as up Macomb. So the warming trend, it started today. So I do think afternoon highs will top out in the mid to upper 70s, so really not going to change all that much through the afternoon. Once we get into the evening, you may see a few more clouds in the sky. Otherwise, it'll be cool, dropping into the low 60s by 9 and back into the upper 50s by midnight. We'll also see a bit more clearing into the evening and overnight hours, which may make for good conditions. We're seeing the northern lights once again tonight. Now, I say may because viewing is going to be tricky because it does look like the strongest pulse will be right before sunset. So if it lingers, you may be able to get a chance of seeing that just after sunset into around midnight. I do think the best way to possibly view it, though, is going to be through a camera or your phone. You can put that in night mode and then set a long exposure. That'll make it easier to see that. And if you happen to catch any more photos this evening and tonight, you can send that to 9 Reports so we can share that. The other thing is overnight, I do think there's a potential of some patchy fog developing overnight into early tomorrow morning. So keep that in mind for your morning commute. I think that's going to be possible once again into Friday morning as well. But the big story is the warm up that we're experiencing already today. That's going to carry into the second part of the work week. That's because in the upper levels, big upper level ridge of high pressure is sliding eastward. So high pressure in the upper levels means warming up, and also we're going to maintain that dry pattern that we've been locked in. But behind it is an upper level low. You can see this counterclockwise swirl that's also going to head eastward. And I think this will lead to a more active pattern starting next week. But first, we're dealing with the heat. So upper 70s by Thursday into Friday, and then we're talking low 80s arriving by the weekend and carrying into early next week. Guys, that's running 11 degrees above normal for this time of year. So very warm for November. The other thing is we'll stay dry. November is typically our driest month, so that's not abnormal. I do think we'll stay dry through the weekend, and then a slim rain chance beginning by Monday, a few showers and storms beginning by Tuesday and into next week. So that makes for nice conditions this weekend. The football teams are both back at home in Baton Rouge. Arkansas Razorbacks are headed to Tiger Stadium Saturday morning. That's right, it's 11:45 kickoff, so we'll start into the upper 70s, mostly sunny and warming by the end of the game into the low 80s. So don't forget the sunscreen if you're going to the game. Jags are also back here at home, but their kickoff is later at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. They're taking on Texas Southern Tigers. So again, warmer into the low 80s, and then it will cool nicely by the end of the game into the low 70s. So if you didn't like the cold, you're lucky. You're getting the warm up, especially into the end of the work week. And by the weekend, we're talking low 80s. Mornings will become cool still into the mid to upper 50s by the end of the weekend. And next week, it does look like we'll get a rainy pattern returning. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back with more 9 News at noon.